Hi, this is Nick with Wolfman Repairs, and today we got
Maniac Mansion.
Alright. Now, one of you guys in the comments wanted to see me work on this particular game. You saw it on eBay, and you said it would make an interesting video. So, here it is. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't find that comment again, so I'm sorry. I'm not going to post it here, because I would post it right here if I found it. But thank you for suggesting this. Let's get into it. Now, this particular game, I saw some pictures on eBay of the cartridge, the board itself, and it's in pretty rough shape. So I'm not going to stick it in my Nintendo. We're going to open it up. Oh, well, that's nice. We're going to open it up, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. What's also interesting about this game, it's got the gold label on the back, which, like Zelda has, which is pretty cool. All right, let's see what's going on here. Okay, so we got the battery just kind of flopping around, and that's all rusty and corroded. So that's cool. And then we got the board. Now, I only saw a picture of the front of the board, and yeah, this is pretty bad. Every single pin is corroded. Now, if we look on the back of the board, every single pin is corroded. And this is where the battery used to sit, and apparently it just fell out. So we're going to try to fix this, but there might be no hope for this because we need some pin to connect to the console. And there's just nothing left of any of them. So we're going to try a few things. Now, my go-to would be white vinegar, but I still want some of this pin to be remaining. So we're going to try to use some polish first. So I have this here Brasso that I've been using a lot, and we're going to try to polish these pins out and see what happens. We might still have to break out the vinegar and all that, but let's give it a try. All right, I'm going to put some of this here tissue down so I don't get it all over my nice blue mat that's clearly, nice and clean. All right, a little Q-tip action, a little Brasso. Let's see what happens. That's a lot of green stuff. You know what? I know you can't see. I can barely see. Let's get the microscope. Microscope incoming! Alright, here we are at the bottom left-hand side of the board. And as you can see, there's a lot of corrosion on this. Let's just do a little visual before we continue with the Brasso. It's like every pin is completely annihilated. Especially that one. Look at that one. That one's like missing everything. Alright, let's flip it over and check out what the back looks like. The back might not be as bad. Still bad though. Wow. I wonder what happened to this thing, if it was like just someone's damp basement, or if this thing got into like, was it like a flood or something? I don't know. Clearly has had something bad happen to it. Alright, let's continue with this Brasso here. Put this paper towel underneath. There we go. Alright, here we go. Brasso time. This might actually be doing something. It's looking a lot better. This smells so bad. It smells like Brasso and Wet Basement at the same time. Brasso don't smell good, and Wet Basement doesn't smell good either. It actually smells worse than that. Oh, man. Kind of smells like something died. Gross. This is cleaning up pretty well. I'm very surprised by it. Might need something a little stronger than a Q-tip. Something a little more abrasive. Q-tip's not abrasive at all. Yeah, this smells disgusting. You know, let me get a fan on in here. You guys might not be able to hear stuff because of the fan, but I don't want to smell this stuff anymore. It smells that bad. Alright, fan's running. Let's keep on keeping on here. Keep on scrubbing. I'm going to try a fiberglass pen. It's got a little life left to it. I'm going to put Brasso on that. Try scrubbing it with the fiberglass pen with the Brasso. You know, that doesn't look half bad. I mean, it looks better than the other ones. Let's get a tweezer on in here and see if this stuff will come off a little bit. Yeah, I could just kind of scrape at this. Instead of running the fiberglass pen over the whole thing, scrape at the spots that need it. I can't believe how bad this smells, though. I didn't know corrosion could smell this bad. Alright, let's grab the Brasso again. I'm going to have to put the fan back on in a minute here, because I don't want to breathe this in. Let's see if we could polish this up a bit now, since we removed all that corrosion. This might actually be good to go. Very surprising. You know what? Let's break out the voltmeter here and see if we have Let's see if we have continuity on that particular pin. We do. Aha! Alright, so this process might actually work. Because what I was afraid of is if we use the vinegar, like we usually do, that it's just going to eat away more than it needs to. And then we're going to be left with nothing. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and try to clean off all this corrosion with the Brasso and the fiberglass pen and any means necessary to kind of scrape a little bit and get all this corrosion off. I'm going to fast forward it so you guys don't have to sit through all of it. I'm going to put the fan on so I don't have to breathe it in. Alright, we have half of the first side done. Let's go ahead and get this polish off of here and repolish it and all that. It's not bad, considering the way it looked like before we started. It's really not bad at all. Alright, let's get some alcohol in here and get the Brasso off of the board. kill whatever the heck this is, because it reeks, man. Like, I don't know. I've never smelt corrosion this strong before. Like, we worked on some corroded stuff. This is just another level of corrosion. Okay, that's good for now. We're going to give this whole board a clean after we're done. I'm just going to, since we did the first quarter of the board, and you know what, like I said, it looks really good. It doesn't look like we have any breaks or anything. We're just going to keep going. We're going to do the rest of the board, front and back, and see what we got afterwards. Yeah, I need to put this, I put a mask on and everything. I need to put the mask back on. I need to put the fan back on. Alright, let's tackle it. Alright, that was a lot of scraping. Let's get the microscope out of here, clean up our mess, and go from there. Microscope! Outgoing! Alright, so this is what we have afterwards. There's still a lot of brasso on here, so we're going to clean all that off. But it looks a lot better. A lot better. And I got green stuff everywhere. There's just a mess. It was disgusting. It still smells like something died in here. I've never had anything like this video game wise come in here that smelt this bad. I had a Dreamcast once that was filled with roaches. Yeah, it didn't smell this bad. So, all right, so let's clean up the pins here. We're going to give them another quick polish because I think that'll be a good idea. Got our brasso. All right, gonna come in here with a Q-tip little IPA, clean off any excess brasso we have on there. You know, that doesn't really look all that bad. We got a little brasso up here, it looks like. Clean that off. From what we started with to this, that's pretty good. All right, let's do the back. Now, once I reached the back, I was getting a little tired. My fingers were getting a little tired from all the scraping. Felt like a dentist or something, you know? Scraping away. A little IPA on Q-tip again. Right. Not bad at all. Well, I mean, it's bad. It's just not as bad as it was. All right, I'd say let's check continuity, but you know what? Let's just slam it into Nintendo and see what happens. Because why not? All right, let's get this stuff out of the way. Come back here, you case. Well, let's make sure these two prongs are not touching. Yeah, they're not touching. They're not touching anything else, right? Okay, sweet. Not that I know what that would do, but, you know, better off that they're not touching, right? Okay. Come here, Nintendo. All right. In you go, Maniac Mansion. All right. Woo! That is awesome. Oh man, I didn't have any hope for this game working with all that corrosion. Did I just make it not work by putting it down? Okay. 20 years ago today. Well, that's pretty cool. Where's my remote? I'm always losing stuff. I gotta clean stuff up. Okay. The controller in. Oh. New game. Did we go through this already? Lucasfilm game production. Please choose 2 other kids. Okay, you and you. Start. Just because I want to see if this works. I clicked on new game, didn't I? Uh-oh, are we just in a loop? We might be. Okay, can we start? Is my remote not working? Like, what's going on here? Oh, that's probably just a long intro screen. I thought I did this already. Maybe because the battery's not in it. Yeah. Let's go ahead and throw a battery in it and see what happens. I'm surprised this works. Like I said, I had no hope that that would work with all that corrosion on there. All right, I believe it's a CR2032. Got some CR2032s right here. Yep. I don't know, you can't see that. Get out of the packaging. There you go. Thank you. All right. First thing we got to do is remove these 2 tabs, pop the new battery in, solder it up. So let's do that. Now let's just see which side's positive and which side's negative. Usually written on the board. Ah, it's right there. This side's positive. So this battery will go this way. All right, so I think what we're going to do is flip the board over. Well, grab a hold of one of these tabs. Flip the board over. See how they're like bent over and everything? So we gotta desolder this and then bend it over at the same time, which is not cool. That's not gonna be easy or fun. So I'm gonna use a little low melt solder. I'll put a link in the description for this. And let's see if we could kind of coax it out with a little low melt solder. Maybe we can bend it up now. There we go. Low melt solder. So, some amazing stuff. This one is also bent in there like that. So, a little low melt solder again. There we go. Sweet. Now we gotta clean this up a little bit. Get all this low melt solder off. Now I wish my flux would work the way it's supposed to, but it's not, so we're just gonna use it like this. A little flux on there. Put a little flux on our solder wick, because that makes it better, for sure. And just wick off all this solder. And same thing for this side. Okay, sweet. Let's clean up all this flux and get the new one soldered in. A little IPA on a Q-tip. All right. These new batteries kind of don't fit all that well. Not as good as the factory ones, of course. But it'll do. Before we solder that in there, let's just make sure that it has the correct voltage in there. Should be 3 volts. .3. Okay, sweet. A little flux, or a whole lot of flux, because we can't control it anymore. And solder it in. All right, awesome. Oh, gotta clean it off first. I was gonna just pop it back in. Too excited. Clean the flux off it. Ow, board's hot too. Probably should let it cool off for a second. There's a little bit of stuff on here too. Just clean that off. All right, sweet. Okay, so there are batteries installed now. It's a little crooked, but that's okay. It'll do. Board's not that hot anymore. All right, let's slam it back together. See what we got now. Oh, jeez. All right, game still works. That's good. All right, can we skip all this? Let's see if we could actually save it this time. Please choose 2 other kids. This one and this one. And start. Oh, this looks totally different. That's gotta be what it was. It needed a battery too. Oh, awesome. So, all right, we got it working. Completely working. That's really cool. Can we skip any of this? Let me fast forward to when we could like save it. Don't be a tuna head. I might have to use that. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. Okay, well, we got it working. I obviously don't know how to play this game. Like most games that I have fixed. I've never even heard of this game. But one of you guys in the comments had wanted me to try and fix it. And we got it working. But that was a lot of corrosion. That smelled so bad. So bad. Like, I can't believe how bad that smelled. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it very much. And we'll see you next time.